Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Mayor's Lead Academy show. Today we're at Weequahic High School in Newark, New Jersey, right on Chancellor Avenue. Just like previously episodes, we're going to be highlighting two students who major in allied health specifically at Weequahic. Our conversation will include Mayor Raz Baraka, who is our co-host, and Chief Education Officer, Dr. Brown. The students joining us today are Elliot and Mary Sheena. Elliot plays soccer and Mary Sheena is a track student, and they're both juniors. Elliot and Mary Sheena, can both of you explain to us in detail your sport, why you play your sport, and why you enjoy it? And will you continue this sport in college? We'll start with you, Elliot.
I play soccer. It's a game, the biggest game in the world. It's played by two teams, 11 players on each side, one goalie, and 10 players on the field. We just play with a round ball, try to score each other on the net. And I like playing this game because it helps me clear my mind of schoolwork, and it's good for my health. So I don't plan on continuing playing it in college. Maybe I'll play with my friends on side or something, but I don't plan on doing it.
It's very important that you continue that because you said you love it towards your mental health, right? And that's very important. So stick to that with your friends on those Saturdays. How about you, Mary Sheena?
The sport that I play is track. So basically it's an individual sport where you can run any type of miles, meters. Also, track is fun. I like doing track because it helps me understand my body and control my breathing. I can also be get faster and everything. I will not continue in college because I want to focus more on my career, my medical field, which I want to continue with the rest of my life.
Okay, that's dope. So, Mayor and Dr. Brown, can you guys share with us the positive impact you've seen sports that it had on students in your career? How about you, Dr. Brown? We'll start with you.
Okay, I love the camaraderie, teach kids resilience. I love the mentoring that comes from the coaches and things like that. So I think there are just a lot of life lessons in sports. Even though I wasn't that great in sports in school, but I just watch and truthfully, it brings a lot of school spirit.
Okay, and let's not forget you are an alumni of Weequahic High School, right? How about you, Mr. Mayor?
No, I'm not an alumni of Weequahic. Even though I worked here. No, I think Dr. Brown said it very succinctly. But you know, sports provides discipline for people more than anything, and gives them life lessons in a game. You know, that's probably one of the easiest ways to teach young folks about life and about, you know, things that we need to get them to do to prepare for the larger world. So yeah, it's definitely necessary.
Right. And we can't forget you were my principal at Central High School, but you were also the principal at Weequahic High School at a time,
Vice
right?
principal, yeah.
Vice principal, okay, that's dope, that's dope. Elliot and Mary Sheena, can both of you talk about your major in allied health? For those who may not know exactly, what attracted you to allied health specifically? And we'll start with you, Mary Sheena.
So allied health is basically learning about the human body. We basically experience and learn about different parts of the body, trying to understand how it functions and everything. I focus in medical because my aunt, since I was little, she inspired me to become who I am today. She also used to help babies, seniors, and anybody who needed her help. So everything that she does, she basically showed me what it's like to help others and be the light to somebody else's life. So I want to become something exactly like her to make a difference to somebody who needs help.
Shout out to your auntie. What's your auntie's name?
Jean.
Shout out to Auntie Jean. How about you, Elliot?
Just like she said, we just learn about the human body system and everything. So since I'm going to the medical field, this is just like a foundation, giving me an insight of what I'm going to face in the future.
Okay, that's beautiful. Mayor and Dr. Brown, do either one of you have a question for our students about their specific major in allied health that you did not hear them highlight? How about you, Mr. Mayor?
So I just want to ask, what do you think you need to do better at in school to be able to, you know, achieve your profession once you graduate from here?
I think I need to get my grades up. I mean, my grades are already up. I just need to keep them the way they are so I can get into any school I want to that can actually help me become who I want to be.
Good.
Basically, I believe that I can keep my grades up the same way they are also, that I want to do better than what I am right now. And I want to make sure that any college that I pick is the right college that would make sure that my career is doing exactly what I need to.
All right, how about you, Dr. Brown? Any questions?
Yeah, just the question is, how does majoring in allied health at Weequahic help prepare you for college?
I want to become a cardiothoracic surgeon when I grow up. So,
Wow.
And this medical program is like helping me, giving me foundation, just like I said, giving me insight on what I want to be like. Yeah.
Well, that's powerful.
So I have a question for Elliot and Mary Sheena, and we did just get a sneak peek of what you said you wanted to major in, Elliot. Are you interested in a specific major in allied health, right? And what college do you wish to choose for this major that you want to go to? So we'll start with you, Elliot.
So I'm going to study medicine to help with the career I'm going to. And right now I'm thinking of a lot of colleges, but last year I went on a tour and to University of Delaware. And I saw their medical program and everything, and I liked it. So I think I will be applying there.
Okay. How about you?
I want to focus on becoming a midwife in the medical field. I believe that the college I want to go to would be Rutgers University or Montclair University, but I'm not quite sure which college it is yet.
Okay. And we pray that you come back to the city with those majors, right? And you help the city with those majors once you're finished. Mayor and Dr. Brown, can both of you explain to our student guests why choosing the right college is important? We'll start with you, Dr. Brown.
I would just tell you guys to do two things. First, visit the school. I think it's important to get the vibe, like be on campus and say, I can see myself here. You know, you probably have a lot of schools on paper, but when you go there, you might fall in love with the cafeteria. I don't know, just something, because you got to spend your life there. And then the second one is just make sure that the college does well represents your major, and when you put it on your resume, it's respected. You know. So.
Mr. Mayor?
Well, yeah, I would echo that, but also make sure the college offers exactly what you're trying to do, specifically, so you're not wasting your time and money. You know, you need to make sure that what you are interested in doing, that the college actually have that. And then take other courses and make sure that they offer other courses so you'll become a more well-rounded kind of individual, you know, not just this kind of inflexible person. You always want to think about your bigger self, not just your academic self.
Your bigger self, not just your academic self, from Mr. Mayor. So now is a special part of our show, right, where we let our students ask the mayor a special question. So we'll start with you, Mary Sheena. Do you have a special question for Mayor Baraka?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I would like to ask what inspired you to become who you are today?
What inspired me?
Yes.
A whole lot of problems that go on in this town. No, but you know, I grew up in a family that was an activist kind of family, so it got me involved in community work, which led me obviously to education and politics and all these other things. And I think it just happened based on the journey that I was on. Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Elliot? I know you have two questions.
I would like to ask, what are some of the challenges you face and how you've overcome them?
The biggest challenge is always people. Like the problems and issues that happen in the city could probably be overcome with resources, all kind of things that you need, but people working together in collaboration and the ideas contending, all of those things, that's the biggest issue, you know, from personnel, hiring the right people, to finding the right people that want to work with you, to getting people to work together in the city to conquer a problem. You know, that's always the biggest issue.
One more.
One more.
What
Sure you
is,
don't want to be a reporter?
okay. So what are some of, what is your greatest fear in being a mayor?
Well, I think they asked me that last at the book club thing. To do things that are not impactful, to leave office and not have had an impact on people's lives, Same fear I think, I had when I left, school, when I left, public school as an educator, like not being able to have the impact that you desire, and that's what you're afraid, that you walk out of there and you wasted your time.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, students, for those amazing questions. Before we go into our next segment of the show, I'd like to highlight that Weequahic High School has a Rutgers partnership, which is an industry partnership, work-based partnership, where the students can learn and work at the same time. So let's not forget that we have amazing things happening with our students in the city of Newark right here at Weequahic High School and many of the other high schools throughout this city. And we'd like to thank Principal Thomas, Department Chair Bogan, and Dr. Abdul, who highlights these students and the work that they're doing in this specific beautiful classroom that we're in now. And now we can move on to the next segment of our show. Thank you. Now we're going to start the next portion of our show, where we'll be highlighting students specifically in action doing their work in allied health. We'll be highlighting them doing blood pressure, CPR, and dissection. Let's get started. How are you doing, Seven and Maribel?
We're doing very well.
Good, good, good. So why don't you take the show? Let us know what we're doing here today.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna start off with asking your name, but before I do that, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're welcome, thank you very much. Okay, so your name, please?
Raz, R-A-S. Baraka, B-A-R-A-K-A.
All right, and I don't know if you mind, but do you mind asking your age?
I'm 22.
All right. Have you taken any medication today so far?
No.
No? All right. Very good. What is your occupation?
Mayor.
All right. Have you eaten for the past 30 minutes?
Nope.
No.
Drank some celery juice.
Drank celery juice. All right. Not bad. Have you smoked for the past 30 minutes?
No.
No. Okay. Does your family have a history of high blood pressure?
No.
No. Okay. Very good. All right, and thank you so much, sir, for your cooperation. I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Seven, who is going to be conducting your blood pressure.
This here will monitor your heart rate, pulse, whatnot, and check your blood pressure. You just have to sit back and relax, and please remain silent during this. Okay, so your blood pressure is 131/82, which means you have perfectly normal blood pressure. Perfectly normal blood pressure. However, you do have to watch out for a bit of sodium because it is on the risk of being high.
Okay.
Here are some ways to help control your blood pressure, and the paper below it is a chart to help you, measure which is too high and which is too low.
You got it.
Right. Let me just
that
keep
all?
this off for you. Okay.
Thank you, Seven and Maribel.
Thank you.
So
Thank you for
said
your
his blood
cooperation.
pressure was perfectly normal,
Thank
right?
you.
Perfectly normal blood pressure. That's a good thing for our mayor. All right. Now we are going to go over and just look at the students as they do dissection and CPR in the next classroom.
I'm glad you enjoyed the show, and if you want to know more about what the Education Department is doing, go to our website, www.norcnj.gov/departments/education, and find out about the Mayor's Book Club and the Youth Advisory Group and 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. Let's tune in to the next episode premiering next month. See you at the next time and the next location. Bye.